goodness. Oh my gracious. How about a cat? How about a cat? Hi. I forgot to set up my phone. I forgot to set up my phone so that I can actually see the chat, because y'all know I cannot see the chat on my laptop. It is too far away. Hello, welcome Najwa and Ray and Yaneli and Leo and Ghislaine and Najwa again. Y'all chatting like crazy, saying hello to each other. I love it. I love it. Hi. Hey. It's been a day. It's been a day, y'all. I'm sore. But we're here and we're going to do the thing. And apparently me talking is going to annoy Budgie. Excellent. Hang on, I got to get my chair in a better position here. Oof. Man. So we got a budgie smuggler back there. I don't know if she's going to stay with us or not. I have a butt dodgers in the usual position. We are here. We are here to look at the new Arcana Lacquer collection. But we can watch a cat for a moment first, if we like. She's giving herself a little bath. Remind me after stream to post the photos of Timony Cricket helping Brian on the Discord, because they're adorable. Actually, I don't know if they transferred. If they transferred over already, then I can put them up on screen. It just depends on whether or not my phone has synced it with my laptop yet. Hello? No? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Jammy has got some snorfles. Jammy's got some snorfles, and it is noisy. All right, hang on, y'all. Come on, Finder. Find the things, Finder. I tell you. Hey, that's Sassy's nails. Where are the photos that I literally just dropped on the desktop? Where did you put them? I swear, Why? Why is it like this? What are you doing? Why are you being there? Oh my God. Okay, I found them. I got them. Jesus. Why is this? I swear I'm not technologically stupid. I promise. At least Budgie is giving us a little bit of a show in the meantime. Ooh, you're doing some buggy reverse stamping, Cat? Hey, Tina, watching me on TV. Oh no, I didn't do my makeup. I'm not ready for HD. Let me switch over to the nails up and then show you Timony Cricket helping Brian. Brian is putting together a new bench for the back patio, and so Timony has been giving all the assistance. Such a good boy. Such a good boy. So that's all the Timony news. Brian decided to get me, to get us this thing for the back patio, so that, you know, when the nicer weather comes, since we redid the patio last summer, we'll have something nice to sit on. We can get rid of the old patio furniture that's just hideous and way too big. Yes, he's a very good helper. Okay. So, Arcana Lacquer. Let's actually do the thing that we're here to do, shall we? Let me move this over to here because I want to have my little thing on screen. Because I did receive these polishes, this collection, for free, and was paid to supply the brand with Swatch photos. Yeah, this stream is not sponsored. They don't sponsor streams and posts. But yeah, I did get the polishes for free, and I was paid for the photographs. So, oh, your void is helping you wash your face. You gotta have a sink drink. Hey, May. Yeah, so this collection comes out tomorrow evening. Their usual time, 6 p.m. is their release time. That's Eastern time. So they always launch at 6 p.m. So this is no different. And their website is arcanalacquer.com, which I think I put in the description. Obviously, you can also find it through their Instagram. This particular collection is inspired by a real society. It sounds pretendy. It sounds like something out of, a fantasy novel these days. But there's a real society called the Society of Apothecaries in London. And its role has evolved a lot over the years. But it started way back in the 12th century, I believe, as a guild that was like, or a subset of the Grocers Guild. And so this was like people who sold confectionaries and herbs and spices and whatnot. And of course, back in those days, that also included medicines, because herbs and spices and medicines were often kind of the same thing. And so sometime later, I believe it was like 16th century, they split off into their own separate thing, away from the other grocery stuff, and went more like just strictly medicinal stuff. But yeah, all of the names of these polishes come from or inspired by actual medicines that were at some point in time flogged. And if you go to Arcana Lacquer's Instagram, they've been posting the information about what these various different mixes were supposed to treat, and it's all really quite fascinating. And like I said, this is all legit. This is all like real information, even though it all sounds very, very silly and made up at this point. To modern ears, it sounds like something you would read about in a fantasy or whatever. But that's where fantasy authors got a lot of that stuff. So yeah, so we're going to start out, and I'm not going to do the whole like story of each one. Ooh, I should bring up the just realized I didn't bring up the info sheets that have the descriptions, the official descriptions. So I'm going to bring that up so that I can give you the official descriptions as we go through them. So we're going to start with Roosevelt. Soft pink base with green and pink reflective glitter and blue-purple shimmers. And then we have Syrup of Figs, and this one is a plum base with pink, orange, green shimmer. We have Wine of the Woods. This is one of my favorites, and I've managed to grease up the bottle something awful, apparently. There we go. Wine of the Woods is a deep maroon base with red-orange shimmer and red-orange flakes. I love the flakes in this one. Obviously, this is my favorite for this collection. You knew that without needing to be told. It is a shrimp sibling, so if you're familiar with Arcana's previous offerings, My Life as a Shrimp was one of my all-time favorites. And this is a true sibling to that. So same shimmer, different base color, and it has the holographic magnetic pigment in it. Next up is Elixir of Senna, and this is the first of two thermals that we have. So this one is deep green in the cold state, as you can see, and it goes a pale gray in the warm state. But because it has got this, so they call it a green, teal, blue shimmer, that makes the gray state look sort of minty most of the time. Sort of depends on how the shimmer is hitting. And then there's Swamp Root. Swamp Root is a dusty teal base with a purple-red shimmer, and this shimmer is quite, it shifts quite a bit. One of the photos that I posted on Instagram shows the sort of like, you know, extreme angle version of the shimmer, and it's like very much like a reddish pink rather than this purpley magenta color. And the base also looks a lot more dusty, almost gray at some angles as well. Formula number 2, spectacular. This one is such a good one. I feel like this one is one of those polishes that looks better in real life. It's better in person because you can see that it's an intense blue, but in person it's really quite striking. So formula number 2 is a rich blue base with glowing, sparkling blue shimmer. They say high staining potential because it's very pigmented. I did not experience any staining. However, I do always wear a peely base followed by a ridge filling base. And it's rare for me to wear anything for more than 24 hours. So, you know, something to be aware of. If you are prone to staining, it's possible that one might stain. But yeah, I didn't get any staining. And then finally, Somnesia. This is our second thermal. This is actually a trithermal. So this was previously released as... I'm going to pronounce it Samhain Blue, or Samhain Brew rather, even though I know that that's not the correct pronunciation. Because I feel like that's how most people pronounce it, and also I don't remember the correct pronunciation. I just remember that it's not actually Samhain. But anyway, so it is a trithermal that is blurple in the cold. That's the official description, blurple in cold, to purple, like more of a... It's a borderline magenta purple, in my opinion, in the warm state, sort of the intermediate state, and then it goes light green in the sort of warmest state. So depending on various different factors, you may see 1, 2, or 3 of those colors on your nails at any given time. And it does have an orange-yellow shimmer in it. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, nothing more fantastical than real life. It's true. Wine of the Woods is gorgeous. Why am I such a hoe for glowy blue? Indeed. Why are so many of us? Kat says peely is stain preventative because the soak off is very stainy. Yeah, it's something like Soen. That's my vague recollection of how it's actually pronounced as well, bow and arrows. But if I said that, I don't think anyone would know what I was talking about anyway. So it's fine. Anyway, I have my my ring set up so that I can do swatching on the ring as well as on my nails. My poor right hand is suffering terribly, but we are going to have to do a little bit of overflow because sadly I don't have 8 nails on this hand. So I am going to have to do a little overflow, but I'm going to do it in such a way that both of the thermals end up on this hand. So I'm going to swatch backwards from Somnesia to Roseville rather than swatching forward, because I want to make sure that the thermals get on the hand that has the longer nails, so we can hopefully see the shifts. Because we're certainly not going to see them on this thing. Yeah. Exactly. Even if you know that it's not pronounced Samhain, if you don't remember what it is pronounced well enough, or how it is pronounced well enough, then hearing someone say that without context might just be confusing because you won't know what they said. Okay, so yeah, as usual, we're going to do both on the nails and on the ring. I feel like we're probably not going to get to nail art tonight. I'm pretty tired. I don't really want to have a 3-hour stream. New challenge, swatching backwards, start from the tips of the nails and paint to the cuticles. Oh God, no, please. Not that kind of swatching backwards. I've kind of done that. For certain things when I'm doing nail art, but that sounds like an awful way to try and paint your entire nail. Also, can you imagine like the blob of nail polish you would end up with like collecting under the tip? If you're like painting this direction, you would have just like gross blobs under here. This nail is broken and covered with a press-on. This nail is broken and has a silk wrap on it, holding it together. These nails are okay so far. And this nail is also broken and is being currently held together with glue. So we're doing real well. It's winter. I'm trying to hold things together. It's been rough. All right, Somnesia, we are going to do 3 coats of everything. I did not need 3 coats of everything on my nails, but we're going to do 3 coats of everything because I feel like usually people request that, at least if there's any sort of question about whether it's 100% opaque. Some of these I felt like they were opaque enough for me that I didn't necessarily feel like I needed another coat, even though they weren't necessarily 100% opaque. You know what I mean? I make a judgment call typically when I'm doing my swatching. And it's just kind of, I go by feel a lot of the time. Yeah, PSA, everybody oil. Oil. Winter comes for us all. Yeah, even the Floridians this year. Poor bastards. All right, second up is formula number 2. I really liked this one a lot, obviously. I mean, it's blue. I'm going to like it. It's a slightly sort of greenish sided blue as opposed to the more like very blurply blue. I know that the shimmer at extreme angles will go into purple, but in my experience wearing it, I did not see the polish looking purple very often. For me, it was very much like it was either extremely blue or it was like cerulean, which has been described as blue with a fart of green. It's raining iguanas, I know. I've been hearing all about the iguana rain. And now I've got purple rain in my head, except it's iguana rain. Which doesn't quite work because it's the wrong number of syllables, but my brain's doing it anyway. Look at it. Look at it. It's so good. Listen, I'm not the one that said the fart of green thing. I just heard it and went, yeah, that's accurate. That's correct. Oh, we're getting some good shift happening here on Somnesia. All right, next up is Swamp Root. Such a good base on this. I really like this color. I love this dusty teal color. It's not lapis, it's actually cerulean. You know what? It matters to some of us. That's all I'm gonna say. It matters to some of us. I forgot to put Swamp Root on my nail. Y'all gotta make sure that I'm actually doing the nails as well as the thing. 'Cause I'll forget, as we have already seen. You had an iguana fall on your car? Oh my goodness, Musimbi climbed to the top of your cute little cat tree? That's adorable. Forever Exennial, you don't need another glowy blue. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? All right. Elixir of Senna. This is our other thermal. So it's going to be just green on the swatch ring, but hopefully we'll see the warm state on my nail. In the wintertime, it is a little harder to guarantee, because especially it's been so cold this year. We've kind of had it's been a little colder in the house than it typically is in the wintertime. But we should at least be able to see a decent shift. I totally painted a cat hair all the way onto my nail. I love that. Oh no, you were driving when the iguana fell on your car? Oh, that's horrible. Wizard oil. I should put a bar magnet under here. For wizard oil, this is our only magnetic in the collection. I'm going to use the bar magnet on the ring, and I'll use velvet for my fingernail. Because it's easier. All right. You're probably not going to be able to see a whole heck of a lot with that first coat. Hey, I can do it this way. This is probably going to be easier for you to see and harder for me to do, especially on the pinky. There we go. Oh, what is this angle? Oh my God, this is horrible. It's the worst angle to try to paint at. Both the iguana and the car were fine. Well, that's good. So first coat, obviously this one is going to require, this is one of the ones that does require 3 coats to get to opacity, which, you know, is often the case with magnetics. I often find that they work better if they're 3-coaters. Certainly there are some 2-coater magnetics that work just fine, but it tends to be harder to get good flow of the magnetic pigment while also having a super opaque base. So I don't mind. I mean, I really never mind using 3 coats. I only mind using 3 coats if it's like supposed to be opaque and it's not even opaque in 3 coats. Then I get a little annoyed. Okay, good enough. Oh my goodness. Look, I did such a bad job painting this nail. Look at the side there. That's pathetic. That is pathetic, y'all. I'm going to go back in just a little bit and just with a mostly dry brush, just like get that side a little bit. Because that's going to drive me crazy otherwise. And of course, I managed to get some on my skin while doing that. Okay. It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. First coat for the first 5. That was a great typo, Cat. What a good typo. Honestly, I'm surprised the iguana is fine. Glad everything and everyone is fine, minus the trains. You know, maybe we should just start calling trauma trains. Just for funsies. I dropped something. Oh, it's just a lid. That's fine. Okay, next up we have Wine of the Woods, and we're going to have to go over onto my other hand for this. But we'll do this one first. This is, I think, it's hard for me to pick favorites in this collection because I actually really love most of them immensely. But I think Wine of the Woods might be my second favorite after Wizard Oil. I'm just a sucker for a nice flake. I really like a flake. I don't know why I put that away. I'm going to need it immediately for my other hand. Yeah, I really like, especially like red orange flakes. I like them a lot. And this one builds up really nicely. Like, it's a little sheer at the beginning. This is going to be one that we want 3 coats for sure. At least for my taste. But yeah, it just builds up so beautifully, and it sort of like gets more orangey red as you build up the layers. Because the base is a little more burgundy for this one. So it's kind of got a little bit more of like a slightly purplish tinge when it's just one coat. Oh no, not the trains. Choo choo, here comes the trauma. Oh my god, that's really good. Everybody on board the trauma train. All right, Syrup of Figs. This one, I know a lot of people really love this one. This one was one of the most commented on ones. And I get it. I get it. Y'all love your purples. And it does have a really lovely shimmer to it. It's pretty. It's not one of my favorites, but it's pretty and it builds up nicely. So it does seem very lickable. Like, it seems like the kind of thing that it seems like it would taste like port is one of the things that I thought when I first saw it. I was like, if that has a flavor, it's port. Specifically tawny port. Like a nice aged tawny port. That's what it looks like it would taste like to me. Oh, you posted a photo of Musumbi in the cat tree? Is that in your Discord, May? Hey, Spooky Mouse. I need to stop everything and look and see. Oh, it's in my Discord. Okay, cool. Oh, and we got a photo of the Void Helper as well. Okay. I'm gonna put these up on the screen. Hang on. Save that image. Just sure, put it there on my desktop. That's fine. And then take this and save this. It was a baby. The baby. Listen, we simply must interrupt everything to get photos of good kitties. Okay. We got those. I have to put them in Safari to show you. Come on. Go open it in the Safari. Does the baby. We'll get over here. And Musumbi! Using the top of the cat tree like such a good kitty. Such a good baby boy. He's so brave. It's so high up. What a good boy. And then I also saw there was also a void picture. Where's the void picture go? There it is. The void picture. Drinking some water. Being a good boy. To babies. All right. Okay. Back to work. Back to work. Hey, Sonyo. Yeah, port is delicious. My sort of go-to for years, if I feel like having some port, has been Taylor Fladgate's 20-year tawny port. And boy, that stuff really just it does it for me. That's tasty stuff. It's very dangerous kind of tasty, right? Because it kind of tastes like candy. It's like raisin candy. So I need to be careful with it. All right, so this one's Roosevelt, and so this is the one that has the reflective in it. It is enough reflective that I felt like I wanted a second coat of a nice sort of thick, glossy top coat. Obviously, I could have done a glitter grabber instead, but yeah, it's a nice amount of twinkle. I don't know if we'll be able to. There we go. We saw a bit of it there. It'll also be probably a little easier to see once it's built up on the nail. There's more of it, but yeah, some nice twinkle in there. And it's got those green glitters in it that are super cute. You had port one time at a fox hunt. You didn't care for it because it was so sweet. It is very sweet. It's extremely sweet. All port is extremely sweet. The non-tawny ones tend to be more grapey, and the tawny ones tend to be more raisiny in my mind. So both very sweet, slightly different sweetness. If you like very sweet drinks, then it is dangerous. And if you don't like very sweet drinks, then it is not in the least bit dangerous and you will hate it. Yeah, I don't love ice wine. I'm broadly not really a wine drinker. Port's kind of the exception for me. All right, time for a second coat of Somnesia. Actually, Ray, if you like tawny port, remind me to tell you about the apple brandy. It's really good. You should be able to order some to your workplace. Second coat of Somnesia. You had some good chocolate milk last night? Chocolate milk. We have we get expensive imported chocolate milk or hot chocolate mix from Canada. I basically have ruined my husband by letting him experience the very best chocolate that Canada has to offer. I'm sorry, America, but you can't measure up. What? Ray, what are you lol-wutting about? About Soma hot chocolate? I know you know about Soma hot chocolate. It's the best. Yeah, Soma, Soma chocolate is the best. I'm telling you. All right, I'm sorry, Spooky Mouse. There's a chocolatier in Toronto that has won awards internationally for their chocolate. And they make a hot chocolate mix it's just shaved chocolate, but it's just really fucking good. Yeah, exactly. Smaller local brands tend to have the best chocolate. But Soma is extra. They're extra. They're also horrendously expensive. So, yeah. So to import it to the US, we do it like once a year. We'll get a big order. There's a place like that up near where your mom lives in North Carolina. Yeah, if you've got a small local chocolatier that is like working with individual plantations that grow cocoa, and they're like working directly with those people to get the best cocoa and like, you know, doing everything themselves in-house, then you've got really good chocolate. It's just, you know, you can't get that stuff in stores. Swamp Root. We're going to do this next. John and Kira's for you. They do chocolate flake hot chocolate mix too. Yeah. Yeah, the chocolate flake stuff is always the best. Or lumps. Lumps or flakes. It's got to be real chocolate. None of this hot cocoa business. Yeah, that they do tend to be expensive. And especially if they're winning awards like that, it's they can pretty much charge what they want because the real chocolate aficionados are going to pay it. Spend freaking $200 on a shipment of bloody chocolate. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It was much more reasonable when I lived there. I could just go and get a few things and didn't have to also pay for shipping and everything. Three new halal Thai places opened there. Yay. That's awesome. Did I say what's on my thumb? Yeah. Which thumb? Which thumb do you want to know about? The pretty thumb or the stumpy thumb? I'm swatching out the Arcana Society of Apothecaries collection. So I'm actually kind of cold right now, so it's not showing the actual warm state. It's showing the intermediate state of Somnesia with the cold state at the tip. And then I've just done the second coat of that and Formula number 2 and Swamp Root. And now we're going to do Elixir of Senna, which is also thermal. The parking is valet only. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, I'm going to need to find a way to warm myself up a little bit, which is not a thing that I normally struggle with, as most of you know. But in the evening here in the winter, it has been a little cold in my studio. Hopefully we can warm up and see the warm state for these. So there's coat number 2. Hey, Windidymus. Enjoy lurking in laundry. Second coat of wizard oil coming up next. This is a shrimp sibling. So if you've been following Arcana from the start, you know about my life as a shrimp. My life as a shrimp, not is a shrimp. That would be weird. So this is a shrimp sibling, but it's got a more yellowy, olivey kind of color instead of the bluey, greeny color. But it is otherwise the same. So it's got that hollow magnetic pigment and the red shimmer that I love. It's more of an orange, really, but I swear it is so hard to hold my freaking finger in here in a reasonable way. You must be good. I get it. You know, things are tight all around. We gotta spend our money carefully. If you don't need it, you don't need it. But if you do need it, you do need it. Does Sneak have this collection? I think she does. Yeah, she has this collection. So you can probably borrow it. Is Wizard Oil like a grungier version of ILNP's Radioactive? I don't know what ILNP's Radioactive looks like. I can look it up. Let me see if I can find a photo of ILNP Radioactive. And see if I can tell you if it looks like it's similar. Hello? Radioactive. No. No, it is not. No, it's going to be very, very different, actually. So I see why it reminds you of it, but no, Radioactive has a green, magnetic pigment, in what appears to be maybe a dark base. It's hard to see what the base color is. But it's got a very strong red shimmer. The magnetic, is hollow. It's a silver hollow. There's some sort of vibe similarities, but it's definitely not at all going to look the same. So there's the cat eye version of it with 2 coats. Okay, next up we have Wine of the Woods. So we're doing our second coat of Wine of the Woods. No, I would say that you are good with colors because the actual colors look very similar. It's just the formula has some fundamental differences that mean that they're going to vibe similarly, but they're definitely not going to be dupes for each other. All right, coat 2 of Wine of the Woods. And do the second coat on my thumb. I really like this one. I really like this collection. This collection was just so much fun. Like, I love the colors. The formulas are all really good. But also, like, the story of the collection is just so much fun. I fully went down a rabbit hole because I was looking up some of the stuff that they were talking about, and I was like, wait, this is all real? What the hell? Started looking stuff up and went, oh my God. Ended up on the actual Society of Apothecaries website. Started reading up on their history. So that was fun. I freaking mucked up the tip here. I've got a little hair. I also freaking got turmeric on this nail. And I can, like, it's very annoying. I can see it on the skin beside the nail. I got turmeric all over my thumb and nail, and I was trying so hard before stream to get it off. But you know, turmeric stains do not come out. They basically, you have to grow that out. It's never going to come out. So brutal. And I was making a curry for my birthday dinner. Yeah, exactly. The colors are very close, but the pigments are totally different. Sassy, you ate dinner first. Yeah, the collection does totally look like potions. I agree with you. That is a very sleepy budgie. That's a budgie smuggler. That's the wrong one. There we go. You can see just a little bit of an ear. It's a little one ear poking out. So if you can see an ear poking out, you know it's a budgie. Yeah, turmeric stains are forever. It's true. They're brutal. We're doing like a bunch of finger foods for my birthday on Saturday, but you know, I wanted to have a mix of store-bought, like from Trader Joe's, and homemade. Because I didn't really want to be responsible for doing all of the cooking over the next couple of days for my birthday. But I did want to have some homemade stuff. And also, one of my friends that's going to be coming is vegan. So I was like, okay, I need to have something that's like actually good and tasty that everybody will enjoy, that is vegan, that's like a major component. Like, we're going to have other vegan stuff as well. But so this curry, I found this recipe for this curry. That was the second coat of syrup of figs, by the way. Found a recipe for a curry that is mushroom and chestnut. So it uses roasted chestnuts. And I happen to have just a buttload of roasted chestnuts in the pantry. Just for reasons. Around the holidays, we bought some roasted chestnuts, but it came in like an enormous package, or like a case of a bunch of packages of roasted chestnuts, and it's too much. Like, you'd have to really be a huge fan of chestnuts to actually go and eat them all individually, like as snacks. And, you know, Brian had some and I had some, and then we just had so many chestnuts left over. So, yeah, I found this recipe and was like, a chestnut curry just sounds amazing. So that's what I have ended up cooking. So that's what I did with my afternoon after taking Jamie Dodgers to the vet today for her Silencia injection. All right, there's coat 2 of Roosevelt, and you can see that sparkle from the reflective glitters in there. Really pretty. And like I said, it is, because it's reflective glitters, like most formulas that have reflective glitters, it is a little rough as it dries down. So you're probably going to want either a glitter grabber or a second coat of top coat, whatever your preference is. Yeah, Sassy did a really cute birthday mani for me. It's adorable. It's already in the other Discord. Turmeric is the glitter version of spices? Yes, absolutely. This is the closest stream to my birthday. That's true. My next stream is going to be after my birthday. What is the name of the curry? Hang on. The name of the curry is... Let me find it. Chestnut charcuterie. Charcuterie. They spell it Xacuti. So yeah, it's mushrooms and chestnuts and cumin and coriander and chili powder and turmeric and garam masala and a whole lot of ginger and garlic and tomato paste and coconut milk and cilantro. And it's freaking delicious. I can send the link if you'd like. After stream. I would really love it if my hand would warm up enough for these thermals to change. That would be great. Let's do a third coat of everybody. Starting with Somnesia, which I would really love it if I could show you the actual warm, the proper all the way warm state. Boy, if we could get the trithermal showing on stream, that would be nice. But I would settle for just about anything other than just the cold state. It's so funny for me to have this problem because it's like historically I have the opposite problem. I will show the people the mani after we finish up with this third coat. We will have some time to do that. And yes, I will also post the thing in the recipes channel. So demanding, y'all. Okay, third coat of formula number 2. Oh, and this is, gosh, I love this so much. I feel like with formula number 2, like if you have short nails, you can probably just do 2 coats of it. But I found for me it really kind of just made the shimmer that much more intense when I added the third coat. So it's one of those, like, doesn't necessarily need it, but, curry is life, yes. Curry is life. It's true. You are not wrong. All right. And then swamp root. I love swamp root. I love the name of it. The name makes me very happy. But also, I like the base color. This like dusty teal is really nice. I feel like the name makes it seem like it's going to be ugly, and then it's just not at all. Look how pretty that is. Congrats on being closer to 13. Almost a teenager. I mean, I guess I'm a tween. Two more years till I'm a teenager, though, yes, technically. Swamp root is nice because trees in swamps and wetlands have very shallow roots. Elixir of Senna. Third coat. I'm gonna end up having to stick my hand in the lamp to show you all the warm state for these, I'm afraid. But at least I can do that. I don't think I would want to try doing that with the I gouged that at some point earlier. Don't think I would want to try doing that with the plastic ring. I'd be worried about melting the plastic in that lamp. It gets real hot. Okay, and then wizard oil. Third coat. It's probably still going to look a little bit transparent or a little bit like translucent on the swatch ring, because it is, you know, the totally clear base reduces the opacity or the apparent opacity of the nail polish. But certainly I found on my nails within 3 coats it was totally opaque. Even with the Jamie is like doing a whole sneeze fest. Can y'all hear that? Are you all right? I swear. I forget what I was saying. Oh, the opacity of wizard oil. Yes, it was definitely totally opaque on me in 3 coats. But I think on the swatch ring it might be a little translucent still. Hey, Danny. She always snorts a lot when she, hi Jules, welcome. She snorts a lot and sneezes like every time she wakes up, basically, if she's been asleep for a little while. But sometimes it's like, it's a little extra. She's decided to get up in the window seat over there, but wait, maybe we can annoy her slightly. Hang on. Actually, we want this one. Tammy. Can't really see her well enough to make it worth it. Oh well. Okay, back to nails. Oh my goodness. She's still snorkeling. Are you gonna make it? Are you okay? She's blinking at me so sadly. What a kitty. What a kitty. All right. Next up, third coat of Wine of the Woods. Let us appreciate wizard oil for a moment, though. Yeah, you can see it's still it looks still a little translucent on the clear swatch ring. It's just so pretty, though. All right, Wine of the Woods, third coat. I just freaking dinged my index nail. Here we go. You see how, like, getting that third coat on, just all of a sudden, it not only, like, makes it more opaque, but it also really changes the color. It turns it from a burgundy to more of, like, a red. And I think it's just layering up enough of that shimmer. You hit sort of a plateau where the amount of shimmer is enough to have a significant effect on the overall color of the polish. I really like this collection a lot. I think it's really lovely. I often find that Arcana's collections are somewhat unexpected. They don't necessarily do the obvious thing, but I always really like them together. They definitely put some creative thought into what they're gonna put together. Syrup of Figs, third coat. There we go. And third coat on the nail. This one I didn't feel as much that the third coat was as important. It darkens it up slightly, but it doesn't significantly change things. Feeling more fall colors, but that's nice to see outside of fall. Yeah. They do a lot of more like not traditionally seasonal stuff. It's I personally really always enjoy it, because I can kind of get tired of seasonally appropriate polishes from every brand. You know what I mean? Like, I like that they're just doing their own thing. Yeah, the palettes just work nicely without being predictable. Your buggy nails are done, Kat? All right, third coat of Roseville. And this just packs a lot of sparkle once it's all built up. All that reflective glitter in there is real pretty. Just got some real nice sparkle. Get the third coat on my nail. I haven't seen ILNP's new collection. I don't tend to pay a ton of attention to what ILNP is doing most of the time, to be honest. Like, nothing against them. I have some of their polish. I like it. It's fine. I don't know. I don't follow them very, very closely. Okay. Should we try and get my thermals to actually freaking warm up, or should we top coat first? Before anything, I'm going to show y'all the nails that Sassy did for my birthday because they're really heckin' cute. Sassy, you put them in the Lacquer lounge, right? Yeah, there they are. All right, we'll take that photo. And then take one of the other hand. And then, Kat, I assume it's all right if I show off your buggy nails as well. They're really cute. Yeah, I'll top cat. I'll top coat rather. Okay. Let us get these into Safari so that I can show them to you. Got one. We got 2. And we got 3. Where's cat? There. There's cat. Okay. Back to OBS. Show this. This is one hand of Sassy's manicure, which is just ridiculously cute. Look, we have unicorn action. And I think this is a unicorn splayed out on a donut. And I think that's the unicorn's butthole. And I'm here for it. I think that's great. It's really cute. And then on her other hand, she has this, also unicorn themed. Very cute. And then Kat just posted her buggy nails, which are also super cute. Hello. Zoom. What is this polish? Kat, the background. What is this green flaky beauty? I really like it. All right, let's do some top coat. Yeah, aren't they cute? I love both the manis. I think they're both very adorable. I'm claiming Kat's bug one, even if she didn't intend it for my birthday, because it's my birthday month and it's bugs. So I'm claiming it for mine. Oh, it's Jar of Flies. Oh, God. Okay. You know what? I own Jar of Flies, and I love Jar of Flies. And I haven't worn Jar of Flies in ages. I should put that in the magnet for a moment. Yeah, unicorn does not give a fuck. Yeah, Jar of Flies. What is that? What the hell's the name of that brand? Why can't I remember the name of the brand? Vapid? Is that Vapid? Yeah, obviously I have to wear it. I feel like it was Vapid Lacquer that did Jar of Flies, but I can't remember for sure. It is Vapid. Okay, cool. I think that was the very first and for a long time only Vapid Lacquer I had. Sassy put unicorns on Ursuline the Unicorn by G&G is oh my god, Glisten and Glow. My brain. Yeah, I think Vapid is gone now. I think I ended up getting like 2 of their polishes before they went bye-bye. Okay. So that's that hand, and then we'll top coat this hand, and then we'll see if we can get the thermal shift. I'll have to stick my hand in the light. But I'll give you a cat to look at while my hand is stuck in the light. Y'all were literal with your manis? Yeah. I think that's correct though. I do that all the time. I love to put or to use nail art or nail polish that has a certain theme for the name or inspo when I'm doing nail art that's related to that theme or inspo. I think it just makes it extra fun if you do stuff like that, for sure. I saw a little bit of top coat went right in there. Okay. They're talking about coming back, but they're currently too overwhelmed by life. Real. Who among us? Budgie Smuggler. She tucked her little face in. I'm just sticking my arm up in my lamp so that I can try and get these thermals to switch for you. It might take a minute. My hands are real cold right now. Is Funny Business Lacquer still around? They haven't posted on their social media in a couple of months. Which one's Funny Business? I don't remember which one is Funny Business. Jumping jacks, get your blood pumping. I'm not doing fucking jumping jacks, Windidamus. You can't make me. I'm not doing it. My knee would just explode. All right. Here. We got the, come on. We got the warm version there. See? Beautiful. See how it's kind of minty? Oh, right. Funny Business is the raccoon mascot. That's the one. Okay. So that one's Elixir of Senna in the warm state. You can see how, like, depending on on how much you can see the shimmer, it looks kind of gray or it looks more minty. And then look at that. It's starting to cool back off so fast. Let me get back up in there. Yeah, Funny Business, I'd forgotten. I guess maybe because they haven't posted for a little bit. Okay, so there is the warm state, the warmest state of Somnesia. And on the side, as it cools down, you can see the mid state, which they call purple. I think it's a little more like magenta-ish. And then it's more blurple when it's completely cold. So yeah. Playing with your new magnet toy. Oh my god, it got so warm that it's like not cooling back down now. I had it right next to the light bulb. Can we permanently change the state? I don't think so. No, it's cooling down now. There we go. We can get a little gradient. Get a little gradient going there. It's so funny. Hey, Smitten Mitten. Yeah, Somnesia is gorgeous. So for those people that did get the gift with purchase, that is I think it was it for Black Friday, or was it, I think it might have been for Black Friday, that gift with purchase. It's the same polish. Yeah, sideways gradient. I'm getting there. My fingers on this hand are cold enough that they're helping. There we go. We're going back. We're going back slowly. And I really warmed it up. I can feel heat radiating off of it still. Anyway. Budgie. What a good girl. Yeah, so and I will say, like, obviously I work with them, and I was paid to swatch these, and so, take my opinions with however much salt you want to. But I like Arcana's thermal formula. I think they do a good job of them. They tend to apply well and be responsive, and that's not a given. There's a lot of not very good thermals out there, and Arcana does a good job. So I'm always happy with their thermals. Yeah, I mean, I think in general they have a good they have good formulas for basically everything they do. So, yeah, I think I like did something to this. I think putting this polish that close to the lamp while it was still curing has done something to it. So I don't suggest trying to force the shift like that. It's probably not a good idea. Anyway, so this collection is releasing tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Budgie. 6 p.m. Eastern time. Come on, focus up for me. Hello. Thank you. So we've got, and these are all in 3 coats. We've got Rosefell, Syrup of Figs, Wine of the Woods, and Wizard Oil, which I did in Velvet here. And then Elixir of Senna, which has gone completely back to the cold state on my finger. Formula number 2. Oh, I skipped Swamp Root, sorry. Formula number 2 and Somnesia, which, yeah, I definitely did something to it by by sticking it that close to the lamp after it was, while it was still a little bit uncured. I broke the polish, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure if I just wait a little while, it'll probably do something normal, but we'll see. Anyway, Budgie smuggles heat. Budgie is just a good girl. She would never smuggle anything other than budgies. What else? Do I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else. Next week we have Tuesday. I don't think I have anything set for Tuesday stream. So Tuesday stream is going to be a nail art stream. That will be, again, Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern. So it might end up being like a belated birthday nail art thing. I don't know. We'll see. And then Thursday stream next week is going to be another collection from a different brand. So that will be BCB's Puppy Things collection. So I think that one releases on Saturday, not this Saturday, the following Saturday. So I will do a stream for that as well. Ashley, you're late. You're late. You missed the whole thing. You put the laundry away and you're missing one of your favorite socks? Oh no. I hope that you find it in a pant leg or something. Sometimes it's in a pant leg. Yeah, I'll probably do bugs. Bugs seems like a nice thing to do. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I feel like doing on Tuesday. I don't know. It'll be some kind of nail art. And yeah, that's it. As always, if you have any questions, suggestions, whatever, comments, etc., you can stick them down there in the comments. You can hit up my Discord if you're not already on it. You can join it. And if you are already on it, you can, I don't know, talk there if you want. Yeah, it's usually just in a pant leg or something. I'm sure you'll get your sock back. I believe. Tina, thank you for the birthday wishes. And that's it, y'all. That's all. Yeah, the hippopotamus. Do not forget to tell your friends about it. And then also do, the clicking and things. You know how it goes. I'm going to accidentally end up with the hippopotamus being like my stream mascot or something. All right. Thanks, y'all. Have a good night. Bye. I have to hit the stop streaming button, but it keeps cutting me off too early every time I hit the stop streaming button before the delay has gone all the way over to YouTube because there's such a long delay. So at some point, this conversation will probably get cut off for you, but I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? I'm going to hit